As you scream, your door flies open and you see what can only be described as a deer centaur charge into your room with weapons drawn.
Fontar. Cute.
A fontar?
Cute.
Is that what we're calling it?
It would be more of a doe, but whatever, it's fine. Is the king in danger? Do you normally scream like this when you're alone?
It tends to be a habit, as of late. Who are you?
I'm Emrin. Hi. Are you with them?
I'm with Orbog.
Anyone with Orbog would not be with them.
Wilder runs by and grabs Emrin.
As soon as Wilder grabs Emrin, she will do one of those, twist moves and just drop him.
So you go to grab her. She puts you on your back of sorts.
Now point my glaive at you. I would ask you not to touch me, please.
I was going to take you to Orbog to show you that we're friends.
You may rise slowly. You will notice, since it was not included in the description, that the front half of this fontar is held up by a wheelchair as well.
Okay. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. Obviously. Let's go find Orbog, please.
You may walk in front.
4, 3, 2, 1. Playing games with strangers. You know there's no danger. So come on in. We're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. Play. I'm playing games with strangers.
In the meantime, what was going on with the rest of y'all when that was going down?
I'm probably talking about blood donuts. I don't know.
So, Orbog, did you grow up here?
Yes.
Well, that's
yes.
lovely. You must have been quite cold in Waterdeep. Because let me tell you, I am sweltering.
Yes, it gets hot here.
Orbog, a fontar that has wheels in the front part of the body, is coming down a wheelchair accessible staircase.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
I can go downstairs just fine, thank you.
Sorry, I realized that we were talking about all these staircases, and then
The wheelchair is able to go down the stairs. It is not the staircase that is.
With a even more dysmorphic Wilder in front of her.
Wilder, what is happening?
Okay. This is Emrin. I don't know if you've met or not.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty.
Right. She just walked into my room.
Yes, this being was screaming alone in his room, which seemed concerning to me.
Actually, that's quite normal for...
He does. He screams like a little, person.
Like a little person.
Well, a little annoying person. Like
He screamed much like a human man when I heard him.
Thank you.
Yeah. Not to contradict you, Your Majesty.
Than that.
I would never.
And Orbog, listen.
Yes.
Both. I'm gonna get in so much trouble.
Just choose your words wisely.
Okay. Doesn't really matter what I have to say. I'm gonna get in trouble one way or the other. Lolth is behind your mother's assassination.
Kill him.
I will pick up my glaive.
That was half a joke, but I appreciate you.
If His Majesty wills.
No, not right now. I think we'd like to torture him first. No.
I think he's tortured enough.
No. We need to, he's going to have to see someone here. We're going to have to get him checked out. We're going to have to,
So we don't,
Emrin
I am very confused.
Yambagorn. Yes, do we know any power, do we have any powerful wizards or anything like that here that could possibly help, because he is in a relationship against his will. He does not really want to be with her, and I hope she's not listening right now.
Are you safe at home?
I would definitely say no, he is not safe at home. I mean,
No.
She's turning him into a Spider-Man thing.
See, it's kind of catchy, isn't it?
Wilder starts to cry at this point.
Oh, I'm quite sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry.
No, it's not
Are you?
See,
Are you-
it's high-pitched. It's like a high-pitched, annoying...
Pat his shoulder. Just pull him into a hug.
I can't fix this, and I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
I'm sorry to Orbog.
Where's the soul, my love? You promised me a soul.
Orbog, I can't fix this.
Aileen
Okay.
is going to give Wilder a brownie.
Thank you.
I thought you guys told me you did, like, surgery on his stomach or something.
No, this is. I committed myself to Lolth.
I don't think you had free will for that.
Maybe I was forced into it, but it was my choice. Not that I was given great options.
I'm sorry. And the rest of you are?
Hello, my name is Aileen.
Pleasure.
How are you, darling?
Doing well. I'm Emrin.
Hello, Emran. I just love that name.
Thank you. Most call me Em, but you may call me whatever you like.
Alrighty. I'll call you whatever you prefer, darling.
Oh, I'm just happy that you're speaking with me.
Emran, what is your role here?
Did no one tell you?
No, I just got here. I barely know Yombagor.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound accusatory. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I'm your bodyguard.
Oh, okay. Okay. You seem impressive. Honestly, I noticed the way you came down those stairs.
Thank you.
That was...
I think.
Yes.
Do you not have stairs where you've been?
When we roll down them, it tends to be difficult, and you seem very adept at rolling. With the punches or whatever.
Well, I
happens.
prefer not to be punched if I can help it, but I suppose I would roll well with it.
Yes, and well, this is Mayor Stumblefoot.
A pleasure to
who
meet you.
abandoned his city, and apparently it was destroyed.
I'm sorry, your city was destroyed.
A, we don't know if it was destroyed. And
I'm
B,
pretty
I
sure
did not abandon it.
If it was, I'm sure that's very difficult.
Excuse me.
Yes.
See,
Yes.
where's Pooh? Is Pooh gone? Is
I'm
Pooh
sorry?
lost? Is Pooh?
Who?
Hopefully he's killing
do
Christopher.
you need the laboratory?
No, we have a friend who is a bugbear, and his name is Pooh. It's spelled P-O-U-G-H.
I see.
It doesn't work right. I mean, you can't. It's not POW. It's
Well, I'm sure
It's-
the
we just
bugbears
grew up
have their
with it.
own language, and it's fine.
yes. Yeah, they're just stupid.
You think that it might be Puff or Pow or
That's not
Right.
Gentlemen, this is not important.
Or Pugah.
Who was still off talking with Christopher, trying to help him to understand.
He was in their village. He was in the San, or is it the Bulgar village now?
It's
Sanders
still the
village.
Sanders village. I mean, it says Sanders
but
above the house.
Is this my fault too? Did I do this?
No one is
I just
blaming
messed
you.
everything up.
I don't think.
Oh, I've been blamed a lot for a lot of stupid things.
A lot-
I'm quite sorry.
A lot of
Pooh
times it really
and I-
is his fault. But in this instance, I don't think
It
so.
is.
Did you destroy the city?
No, he's just an idiot.
I don't know.
We're knowing that the city's destroyed.
Dunnan was
I'm
scared.
pretty
What we
sure
know is
it's-
something happened, and a friend of ours shoved Aileen through the teleportation circle to flee because there was danger. But this was recent. This is within the last 20 or 30 minutes.
I see.
Did he say something like, "Get away! The city's been abandoned by Stumblefoot. It's
No.
falling to pieces."
No, Albog. He did not.
Oh, I just
He said, I don't have time to do this more than once. Go.
yeah.
Was
it's
he very
destroyed.
busy?
Well, he was very scared.
Oh, those are quite different.
Yes. Although
Yes.
you can be busy and
his-
scared at the same time. It is called
Yes, I see.
multitasking.
I'm quite aware, yes. I believe I've caught up mostly based on everything that I've just heard.
Really? I'm impressed.
No,
Probably not.
no, but I'm putting it together quickly. So your friend, Pooh, is a bugbear and is in a village, not in the city that is
Yes.
potentially not destroyed, which we hope is the case for your sake and everyone
Right.
else that's there.
Oh, yeah.
You are
Yes.
bound in some way to Lolth, unfortunately, because she's not a friendly name around here, and perhaps also not a friendly name to you. I'm sorry, I don't know what you do, Aileen.
Oh, well, I stress bake and I sing.
Oh, those are both very lovely things to do, minus the stress. I wish you could bake without it.
Oh, I can. I just generally, that's
Oh.
how I deal with my stress, and everyone else seems to benefit from that.
Oh, well, we all need our outlets.
She bakes a lot better when she's stressed. Her food when she's not stressed is not that great, but when she's
Orbog.
stressed, I mean,
Oh,
it's
jeez.
like
Indeed.
Orbog,
what?
how in the world did such a grumpy person like
Please don't
yourself
talk about Wilder like that. Wilder's right. Oh, okay, sorry.
end up with such a wonderful bodyguard like Emran? She is one of the nicest people I think I've ever met.
I know.
Well, he
Yes.
inherited me, so to speak.
Yes.
I wish he'd inherit some manners through.
I would prefer if you
So,
didn't speak about His
yes.
Majesty in such a way.
So,
Oh, he's not
I
my
would
majesty.
prefer it too.
were you Olbog's mother's bodyguard?
Yes, for quite some time.
I'm so sorry.
Quite enjoyed being her bodyguard.
Well, thank you for your service. It didn't seem
That
like
had to have been quite tragic, considering she was assassinated.
Yes. I was not with her at the time, which is probably why. I prefer not to talk about it.
No, I understand. I'm just saying to be so close to someone and then
Right at that point, an alarm has been raised outside.
I get in front of Orbog. Protect my king.
what's happening. What does that mean? Is that
We should get you all to a safe spot. If we could.
Oh, there is no safe spot for me.
Oh, well, you can. Do you want to come?
No. You know what? I'm going to stay here, watch the portal. Stumblefoot, maybe a few more minutes I can try. If you can show me the sigil, I'll try it again. Or
You're knowing how to work a circle of teleportation?
Because it worked so well for you last time, Dave.
oh, I know how to do that. I can stay
maybe we
with
should knock
Wilder.
him out?
I mean, at this point, not being here might be a good idea for me.
You guys know that I am still here.
Yes.
I do guard
Yes.
the teleportation circle and know how to use it, right?
No, dear, you were so
Right.
quiet we forgot you were here.
What's your name? You're not Yambagorn. You're the other guy.
That's Yambagorn.
No. You said there was another one.
Oh, that's Yamaborg.
Okay.
I hate you guys so much.
Yes, and?
Yambagorn.
Is the teleportation circle like in a little building? Like if I were to shove everyone inside, could I protect the main
It's
entrance
a hut.
from a tactical standpoint?
Doubtful.
I'm very good at protecting.
I would think it's in one of the castles in a
Okay.
room.
If we would prefer to stay here, perhaps we can all get inside and I may close the door should someone be raiding as they have been lately. And then I can make sure everyone is safe, including you, who is also bound to the one who's helping with the raids.
Stumblefoot, don't you think we should knock him out?
And on that note, we'll switch back to Pooh. You wake up for last thing you remember. It was morning when everything went all white for you. You are looking at dusky skies now. A significant amount of time has passed. In your hand, you have a desiccated bugbear paw with all 5 fingers stretched out. You see a massive plume of smoke coming from the south in the direction of Waterdeep.
Oh, this Well, this is not good.
I look at the hand in my hand.
I'm sorry, Christopher.
I set the hand down. I run into my house area. I assume that I'm pretty close to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I suit up, get all my equipment and stuff, my knuckles, and don I reach into the cupboard and I grab the traditional bugbear champion's helmet and put it on.
Okay.
And then I run off towards town, towards the smoke.
It's a ways, but yeah. After about an hour of running, you get within what would normally be viewing distance of Waterdeep, but it looks almost as if Waterdeep has been reduced to a crater.
Hello, is anyone around? What happens when a town goes missing? Waterdeep, where are you? It can't just disappear, can it?
You see foundations of certain buildings here and there. You see pieces of civilians scattered about the from here and there.
Oh, no. Well, something must be done. Where is it? How can I find something that's not even here? Darn it. Maybe he and Aileen.
I run towards the yawning portal.
You get to where the yawning portal would be, and you find two things. You see a hole the size of about a well opening in the ground, and you also see a glowing blue sigil that is perpetually glowing about where Durnan's back office would have been.
Oh dear. What is the smart thing to do here?
And there's everything else is pretty much, just ashes, right?
Rubble
yeah.
And detritus.
I look down the hole in the middle.
Hello?
You can see down a little bit, but it goes down into darkness. And as you say hello in there, it just echoes back at you.
I look down there another second, and then I look over at the glowing blue portal or sigil.
Right. All right.
I walk towards the sigil. I stand on top of it.
Those of you who are standing around the sigil in Towerfall, you hear the sound of the sigil in the room with you go into use, and there is now another individual in your presence.
All right, where is he?
I point my glaive at him.
All right, where is he? Where is the...
Who?
Oh, Aileen.
Identify yourself, please.
This is Pooh, Imran.
Oh, this is Pooh the Bugbear.
This is Pooh the Bugbear. This is a friend.
Me.
Well, how do you fancy that?
Wilder runs up and gives Pooh a great big hug.
Yeah, Pooh, you get approached by Wilder, who has a small thorax coming off of him and two sets of segmented legs coming off of it.
Wilder, is this a new outfit?
Yeah, sure. Can I still have a hug, though? I really need a hug.
Of course. But I've
I give Wilder a hug.
Waterdeep. It's gone. I knew it.
Another pure soul you found, my love. Can I have this one?
I will hug Stumblefoot.
Stumblefoot openly weeps.
It's Stumblefoot. It's not there. anymore at all.
What
Sorry.
do you mean?
What? There's just rubble and dust and people. Not the alive kind.
What happened while we were gone, Pooh?
There was a rift in the sky and it was well, I would say his name, but I don't want to.
It's okay. Callum's not here.
It was Carrot.
Who is that one now?
Carrot.
Both of them. I'm sorry. Callum and Carrick?
Carrick is
I will continue hugging Stumblefoot.
not a good person. I'm not even sure if he is a person, but he is not good. Callum is questionable on a good day, but not with us. Is a friend, even with his questionableness.
Well, you are, I mean,
Yeah.
if we're to speak of questionableness, I'll just look at Wilder.
I know, right?
No, even more questionable than Wild.
Oh,
Maybe.
is Callum Loth?
No.
He
no.
wishes.
Let's. Carrick took Christopher. Took over Christopher.
And Christopher?
Christopher was another
friend.
friend of ours.
I see.
Handed
Carry
it
on.
me. And I think Christopher opened the way for, not intentionally, mind you, but I think Carrick's here. Here,
Oh no!
or there.
Here on this plane.
I believe this was just the first of many attempts or destruction. I think we've ran out of time, is what I'm saying.
I will turn around and dry my eyes and say, then we know what we'll have to be doing.
Yep,
What do we have to do?
we got to take the fight to Carrick and Zeus.
Aye.
And Zeus?
We have to go back to hell.
I'm sorry, pardon.
Hell.
I don't think I heard you correctly.
No, that's H-E, a double,
Hockey sticks. Yes.
what are hockey sticks?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant two
Yes,
glaives.
double glaives.
And I'll hold my glaive up. Each shall double glaive.
H-E, double glaive.
Perfect. So if you just said that again.
Hell. What?
Thank you. That was helpful. Your Majesty?
Your Majesty, who, what now?
Oh, Orbog's a
Orbog's a
king.
king.
Who?
Oh, well, congratulations.
I bow
Thank you.
to Orbog.
Thank you.
I always knew
Um,
you had it in you, Orbog.
Orbag is unusually serious. Pooh, did you see the church?
The church.
Do we know anything about Gareth?
I would have ran past the church, correct?
I believe so.
And Gareth is?
Another friend.
Dragonborn
We
friend.
had a few
I see.
friends.
You are all quite lucky to have so many.
All I saw was destruction, Orbog. I didn't see anyone alive.
So we don't know if he's... But you didn't see Gareth dead, so we don't know.
No, I imagine that if he's gone, it was protecting. And if he's alive, he's still doing it.
Well, let us hope that he made it away with the way that all of you miraculously made it here.
Yes.
Would he be with that other friend of yours?
Callum?
Unlikely.
No. Gareth would have been at the church in Waterdeep.
How did you get here? Like, was the teleportation circle just active?
It was glowing blue, and I just stepped onto it. I didn't know what I would find, and I'm glad I found you.
Well, that explains why we couldn't go through.
Pardon. You said it was open?
Well,
Yes, apparently.
We should move away from here then if it's still open and
That's what I'm
whatever
thinking.
destroyed it was there.
I'm wondering, Stumblefoot, if we should destroy our teleportation circles here.
I would think that would be
Yeah.
wise.
Aye, because anyone could just step on that circle and come here, and you've no way to stop them.
Of course,
No longer be safe.
We should move you away from here though, Your Majesty, if we could.
but if Gareth needed to get here,
Would Gareth know to come here?
I don't think so. I don't think Gareth's around. Waterdeep anyway. It was just nothing.
I don't put anything past that dove.
Well, if
And the dove is?
the dove, Orbog, which I very much agree with you, was there protecting Gareth. It could also get him here without this teleportation circle.
That is true.
Probably true.
At this point, two finger-like mandibles start to protrude from the sides of Wilder's mouth.
What,
Perhaps he could stay here.
Wilder?
What?
Do you normally have a little smuts? Right.
Got a little something.
Yeah, a little.
This is a low thing.
Let me
Orbog.
talk to her.
Are you having a
Should-
library here? Emrin, are
Yes,
you having a library here?
of course. We do have books.
What's the book on here right now, Stumblefoot?
Perhaps we could take you to some of our wizards.
Whatever.
And also, we could move away from the circle
Correct.
still, as I did
Orbog.
say before, would be
I'll
wise.
take Rose to it.
And Yambagorn and Yamaborg can take care of the circle and destroying it.
Are y'all twins?
No, they're not related at all.
I hate to say this, but should we send Wilder through the circle somewhere else?
We're not capable because we only have the two, and one's open.
Aye, there's nowhere to go. Vasa doesn't work, and Waterdeep is stuck open on their side. Your circle, you cannot use it to go anywhere.
But if Loth doesn't want him here, maybe she'll be happier and she'll stop doing this to him somewhere else.
The only way for Wilder at this point to go anywhere is to get on a ship and sail away.
I'm sure we could provide one.
So, do I
Wilder,
have to go back home in order to fix this thing, or can we find a wizard or somebody to help with this?
Wilder.
We'll look for a
From
wizard
what I
or
was
something.
understanding is if you manage to appease Loth, then she could stop and or reverse this wonderful transformation you've been going through. Otherwise, no. So it sounds from what you're saying that as long as you're anywhere but here, that's what she's wanting.
That's what I understand.
Speaking of understanding,
Yes, what?
Being a priest of the Most High God, I don't normally advocate for this type of thing, but Wilder, you may want to commune with Loth. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I'm sorry not to interrupt, but Pooh, you were saying something.
well, it wasn't important. I just was wondering if I can't understand Wilder very well. Has he been drinking?
I can't either. I think it's a Loth thing. I've tried to
I-
stop listening.
Pooh, Wilder displeased Loth.
There's a
and-
wolf where?
No, there's no wolf. I misspoke. Wilder displeased Loth, and she's turning him into a human spider
what?
thing.
Wilder, let me tell you a thing.
Yeah.
Can I have a word with Loaf? Is there a way I could just
I'm kind of like looking around
Oh.
at Wilder.
No, really
I should
thrilled with the idea of
If-
more people praying to
If
us.
we're offering, I would also like a
I
word.
just had a thing to say to her.
Oh yes, why don't we just all just make a drum circle and start praying to demon goddesses. That sounds like a great plan.
I don't believe I
No, that
introduced
doesn't-
prayer.
See, this is why
I'm
what
not sure
happened to
how else you
Waterdeep happened to
expect
Waterdeep.
communicate with a goddess.
So,
Did all of Waterdeep pray to Lolth?
No.
Yes, that's what Stumblefoot recommended, and
Hmm.
it was
Okay,
terrible.
so-
Orbog, no, there's no need for slander.
But
I am
it's-
quite
there-
confused. But again, if we could all move away from the teleportation circle, as I said about 5 minutes
I
ago.
start
Right.
That would be
shoving
good.
people out.
Okay.
Were you wanting us to deactivate the circle?
Yes,
Oh,
please.
very good, sir.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yes. You've got this, Jeeves.
okay, so, it's complicated, but Loth needs a pure soul. I had one. I had Keith.
Okay.
Remember Keith?
Oh, Keith.
And Keith is?
Well, he's
Another friend.
A long story.
Indeed.
I see.
So, yeah, so,
What did you do with Keith?
I kind of threw him in a window.
You threw Keith out the window.
Was that the stone you threw?
Yes.
I see.
I need to get that, but I don't want to get it, because I like Keith, even though he'll probably never live again.
I never liked Keith.
Perhaps I can go and retrieve it?
it's-
Once you're safe, Your Majesty.
Which window did you throw it out of?
Wilder, I have a theory I'd like to check out, but it's going to require me to do some reading.
Okay, so you don't want me to get Keith.
No, I don't think that sacrificing anyone's soul to Loth is a great plan
Wait.
ever.
Well, that was a good choice on my part then. Okay, so... Okay, I'll just be patient. I'll try.
You can always give us this Pooh character. He seems delicious.
No, I'm not giving you Pooh. He's my friend. He's like a brother to me, and I've never had brothers.
What, she's asking for poo now?
Yes.
I've got some I'd like to give her.
Two more appendages shoot out of your thorax as it grows longer.
Okay, so whatever you're gonna do, I need you to do it as soon as possible, please.
We should find a room for him and a room for you, and I'll go retrieve the stone and give it to Pooh. Yes, you
Yes.
would like the stone?
Oh, no.
I need some water.
Stumblefoot, I think we need to knock him out.
Orbog, I need some water.
Yes.
And I need some oil. Like
Okay.
olive oil or something like that.
Produce a water skin and hand it to you.
Thank you.
I was going to ask Hamburger too.
They're destroying the sigil, but if I get you to a safe
that's
spot,
true.
as we're now just standing in the courtyard, and get him to a safe spot, and then go get the stone, and then I could retrieve water for you if you'd like.
Wait.
Emrin,
Yes.
do whatever you need to do with King Orbog.
Well, I'm considering picking him up and carrying him in a moment.
You might need to. He's wee dense. Wilder, why don't we go up to your quarters?
Perfect.
Right. Can you walk, Wilder?
Oh, indeed I can. I have legs, as you can see.
Many,
Right.
indeed.
I have
You
some
can walk
honey.
right up the wall and through the broken window.
Emrin,
Yes,
you said that Loth was attacking. Now, let's walk and talk.
indeed.
But where is the attacks happening? Everything seems to be fairly peaceful here.
Our queen was just murdered.
I thought this was... Well, yes, I heard that. I'm so sorry. But
I would
thought this was
say that it's quite the opposite of peaceful.
the ongoing attack, as in someone was trying to storm a gate type of...
Oh well, no.
attack?
It is not as though we are under a sustained war type battle, but more that there have been frequent and increasing raids as of late.
I
and
understand.
have led to the assassination of the queen. I'm quite sorry, Your Majesty, for your loss.
We're sorry for yours.
So if you would all just stay in this room and be safe, that would be great.
Do you need help?
Picking up a stone?
Well, I don't know. Is there something I can do to be of service?
Would you like to walk with me to get the stone?
Very, yes. I will do that.
Okay.
Stumblefoot.
I believe he was going with the
Well,
many-legged ones. Not to say that in a disparaging way, because I don't think having more legs makes you less worthy of anything.
of course
It's
not.
more just the reason that he's growing the legs.
Oh, yeah, very. I was just wondering
As we're walking,
if honey would work instead of oil, because I do have some of that on me. Seeing that he's not here, that doesn't matter very much.
Do you often just carry honey?
Oh, very often. It's one of my things. Would you like some?
Do you sell honey? Is it very good honey?
I do make a very nice,
and I hand you a little flask, or like a little gourd.
for special
Just a
occasions.
handful of honey.
Yeah. No, this is like a mead.
Oh, I mean, I am working, but
It's my own special brew.
I suppose I could try it.
It's got lots of antioxidants and stuff.
Oh, that's quite good. I do like to be healthy.
Very healthy.
I will take a sip of it.
It's very good.
It is quite good.
Old a family recipe, don't you know?
I don't think I've ever had anything made by a bugbear before. Or seen a bugbear before.
You've never. Well, take a good look. I'm a fine specimen of bugbear. I mean,
I will take your word for it, as I don't have anything to compare it to. But you seem quite fine to me.
well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Now, where is this,
Yes. So right around this corner, that if you look up, that's the window that he threw it out of, and given the size of his arms, I don't think it will have gone far.
well,
There is a pile of shattered glass on the ground in front of you with a 18-inch elongated blue crystal in the middle of it.
I believe that's it.
yes, that's Keith. Be careful.
And what is Keith again?
Be careful.
Because
If you grab it, you might.
Did you go for it?
I will pick it up.
As you pick it up, there's a very friendly essence about the stone, and you kind of get the sensation of hands giving you a back rub.
Oh. Keith, I would appreciate it if you didn't do that. As I am
It just happens.
quite familiar. And you. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, Keith. I quite apologize, but I've never seen a creature that is this shape.
Oh, well, Keith is usually more manly. Very, very manly, in fact. He's like multi-manly. He's a man. He's a mantar.
Oh, I don't believe I've ever met a mantar either.
Well, it's an experience. I'll tell you that.
If it is anything like I'm currently experiencing, I think I'd be fine without. And I will hand Pooh the stone.
Hello again, Keith. Hope you're comfy in there. I'll keep you safe.
I put him in a safe spot in my pouch, my bag.
I'm beginning to realize that I have literally given the party a pet rock.
Yes. Yes, you have. And I will now protect it with my life.
We want a pet mantar, but somebody
Keith is a
isn't allowing us
being with
to
a soul and,
reincorporate
feelings.
his soul into his body.
Well, I should get back to the king. I assume you would like to come with as well.
Yes, let's visit. So, you work here? Yes.
Yes, I have for quite some time. Have
how-
you ever been before?
No, I've never. Where exactly am I? That's
We're in Southern Towerfall.
Southern Towerfall. That's where Orbach's from.
Indeed. He has returned home to take his place on the throne.
Is he doing all right? As a king?
I have only just met him, and I have witnessed him threaten murder multiple times. But I think he'll learn.
Well, he does tend to do that. But we all know that he's maybe a little bit better on the inside.
If he is even a quarter of what his mother was, I'm sure you're correct.
Oh, you knew his mother?
Indeed, I served her for many years.
Oh, well, I'd like to meet her sometime.
Pooh just got.
Unfortunately, she was killed recently.
Oh,
Hence his return.
well, I'm very sorry. He must be, or you must be. I've lost a few people too.
I'm quite sorry. It's difficult.
Oh yes,
This Christopher you mentioned, right?
yes. I'm afraid I've lost him again.
Again?
Well, yes, but that's the time we're in, is it not?
I don't think any time allows for someone to be lost and lost again. That's terrible.
Yes, but we're in the middle of something large and destructive. I'm choosing to focus on what I still have right now, not on what I've lost.
I think that's a very good decision. But I don't think the size of anything should downplay loss.
Yes, that's very true.
Are you okay?
I'm still here.
I know it doesn't count for much, but would you also like a hug? I've hugged most of them today. They all seem to need it. I don't think that they get a lot of...
Would you like a hug?
I would.
Let's hug.
Okay.
I
I'll
love
hug
this
Pooh.
so much, and I completely support these decisions.
Hugging?
Hugging. People should hug more. There are trauma situations.
And we're kind of team trauma.
Everyone has been so isolated. We will return back to the king's chambers.
All right. So they return to the king's chambers. What's going on with the rest of y'all?
I want to try to save Wilder. So here's my intent. I am asking for water and oil that I can bless to turn it into holy water and holy oil. My theory is that if Wilder were to establish a pact with someone other than Lolth, he could break his pact with Lolth and basically move his pact. So while I'm waiting for all that to happen, while I'm waiting for the things I asked for to come, I am going to sit in the corner and pray for some sort of guidance in my effort, because I really don't want Wilder to.
If only there was some kind of messenger to.
If only there was.
It's me.
I'm gone now. Bye.
It's really sad that God only had like one messenger
Yeah,
that you could pray and talk to.
I thought that he had a whole bunch of them, but
Just the one.
Well, he had
just
one
the
that was.
one.
He had just the one that was specifically invested in your guys' situation. So,
Well, yeah. Orbog is looking out of the corner of his eye to see if a dove is coming down on Stumblefoot when he's praying.
Stumblefoot is going to stand in the gap on behalf of Wilder. We didn't go to the king's quarters. We went to Wilder's quarters.
Yeah.
So it should be just Wilder and Stumblefoot in the room.
Oh, man.
do you have that ability to speak with the divinity? I don't remember what it's called.
Are you talking about
Commune or something?
I should at level 7. Let me double check. To answer your question, John, I can't commune. That's a 5th level spell, and because I'm a level 7 cleric and not higher, I can't cast that spell yet.
Wait, what level are you?
I'm level 10, but I'm multi-classed. I'm a level 3
Okay.
monk and a level
Yeah.
7 cleric.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I can't do that yet. I think I'm like literally 1 or 2 levels shy. Let me look.
If only there was a town you could go to see if anybody had any scrolls. And a generous DM who might fudge some things to make sure that we can move the plot along.
He's in the library. Wait, you
I
wanted
did
to visit
ask
the
if
library?
there was a library because one of the things I do, I mean, I don't know how much time I have here with Wilder before he's kaput, right? So my original plan was I was gonna go to the Towerfall library and, look for some kind of information on all of this stuff and help. So maybe I will go inquire for help.
Visit your friendly neighborhood library ghost.
We have several of those.
Are any of them named Clara?
All of them.
I got you.
They spell them all differently.
So you're going to the library? Or a magic shop? Or
I don't know my way around Towerfall at all. So
if only you had a local you could talk to.
really, if only I had a local. So I guess when Emran shows up, I'm going to ask for help.
Sometimes it's the hardest word to say.
Well, if there's one thing we know about this campaign, Stumblefoot does not have a problem asking for help because most of the time he's like, I don't know what to do.
Very true. I will make sure that, first of all, the king is safe. Second of all, that Aileen and Pooh are comfortable. And then I will go help. What can I do for you?
Well,
Because we apparently don't have any other people working in this castle.
Oh, there's 2 others.
They're destroying
I have an idea of
teleportation
what I need to
circle,
do to
so they're
help
busy.
Wilder
Yes.
here, but I don't know that I have the capacity yet to help him on my own. So I'm wondering if maybe there's a place, a library, or if there's a place I can look for some scrolls or that sort of thing. Because I need to do a communing ceremony.
Yes. I mean, we do also have clerics, if you would like to speak with those who are quite good at communing. Or I can take you to the library.
Well, I also am a cleric, and I'd like to commune with my own god. Not to be picky or anything, but
Oh,
partial.
I don't really want to get married again. I really don't.
Mhm.
We'll
another
get to that.
another set of bulbous eyes pop out on your forehead, Wilder.
Maybe I should shut up right now. Maybe.
I'm sorry. I
Oh,
don't mean to
wow.
be rude, but I don't know what you're saying.
I feel like time is of the essence, so perhaps we should go
Yes.
post haste.
Would you find it more helpful to go look through a variety of books or to go to people who may know how to commune with your god?
I'm thinking maybe people first.
Okay. Perhaps we shall go and see our clerics then. This way.
Unfortunately, for the god that you worship, Stumblefoot, that was an anomaly that had broken through on this plane, and
I know more. What I'm looking for is maybe, like you said, a scroll of commune or someone who might know about pacts and how to break them without dying.
M, you
Mhm.
lead him to the church of Heimdall Idris Alba,
Indeed.
and the lead abbot is actually in at the moment.
I will just stop at the door and be like, here you go.
Thank you very much. And I will go inside, I guess.
All right, so you go in, and the head abbot approaches you and he goes, "How can I help you, my son?"
Well, I'm trying to help a friend. He may, or well, let's. He made a pact with Loth, and
Oh,
yeah, it was not a good choice. He was sort of forced into it. and now he's being turned into, for lack of a better term, he's not a drow, but a drider, but the human
Oh,
form
no.
of that, right? I would like to commune with my deity, but I'm not quite familiar with the ceremony and how to do it, right? I haven't reached that level of priestlyhood yet. So I'm wondering if there's a way that we can help my friend break his pact with Loth without him dying, because she's turning him into a human form of a drider, and it's bad.
Well, we can definitely inquire of Heimdall Idris Alba about this. Certainly.
I don't mean to be rude. However, the tenets of my faith don't permit me to engage in rituals with other deities.
Right. Well, I'm not entirely certain who your deity is. We can provide you with a general concept of just how a commune works. We can't necessarily guarantee that it will work in your situation because, the gods differ.
I understand. Would you happen to have any literature that might describe how a commune ceremony works?
I believe what you're looking for is a scroll.
Okay.
So,
what would I need to do to acquire such a thing from you?
well, as I'm sure you are aware, scrolls don't come easy. So, I would say that would probably be about 1,200 gold.
Okay, I will pull out my bag and hand him 1,200 gold.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. Didn't expect a dwarf to separate himself from his gold that quickly, but cool.
For a friend.
This is not Holgrid Thunderbrew. I do not have that particular character flaw.
Hey, you do you, boo-boo. All right, go ahead and subtract 1,200. Just one moment. He goes and he collects a scroll, and he hands it to you, and he goes, "Go with Heimdall Idris Alba.
Thank you very much.
And be sure to resist the temptations of Loki Tom Hiddleston."
Will do.
A very tempting individual.
I graciously thank him, and I will head back outside. Well, they gave me this scroll. Well, they didn't give it to me. They sold it to me, but they sold me this scroll.
Did you tell them you were with the king?
No, I didn't. I think it was important.
You probably could have gotten it for much cheaper. They have a tendency to upcharge in the church.
It's all right. I'm sure it went to a good cause.
Maybe. Shall we return?
Hey, let's return.
All right.
Can we cut to a scene of what's going on with the priest now after getting
Swimming in it?
just curious.
This Scrooge McDuck in the pile of gold he just got.
Shut up,
Yeah.
guys. Come on now. All right. So I'm assuming you guys are going back to the castle.
I will return him to Wilder and see what state he's in.
He has developed about 6 more eyes on his forehead. Wilder,
Do you see all of them?
your perspective on the world has changed dramatically. Like, you can see so much.
I am going to sit down and prepare the spell scroll and cast Commune.
Do you see more color or less color now?
You have no idea. Lots. It's amazing. Like, scary, but it's amazing.
Like, you're seeing colors that the human mind can't fathom.
Can the Fontar mind fathom them?
No,
Darn.
because a fawn is not predatory.
Can
Sure it
can
is.
the Mantar?
Keith is very predatory.
Process
Apex
them.
predator. What is it like to suddenly have so many eyes and legs when you're not used to them? Can you move them all?
Yeah.
Your voice is better.
I've gotten accustomed to the mandible.
Oh, I see.
It's like, you know, when you're a child and your teeth are coming in and you kind of talk funny. It's kind of the same thing. So Wilder attempts to climb up a wall just to kind of show off his hot little legs.
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Spicy legs.
You climb. Not only do you climb up the wall, but you skitter across the ceiling.
But how does
Okay,
Lolth
so-
feel about him showing off?
To another woman.
That is quite impressive.
I don't like the upside down thing. And he comes
No?
back down. No.
His spinnerets rub together, place a wedding on the ceiling, and he kind of
A
lowers
wedding
himself down.
on the ceiling. Who's getting married now?
I said webbing.
I'm pretty sure you didn't, but okay.
No, you didn't.
That's a cool trick.
You know, if it wasn't for, you know, the rest of it, that is quite interesting.
Look, I'd like to be able to do this without this, and technically I can. That's part
Can you?
of. Well, I could. It was one of the things I could do with a ring. The ring.
It is quite a nice ring, now that I see it.
I mean, it's okay.
Did she give that to you?
Yes. Yeah.
I would expect better.
Stumblefoot thinks it's silly. I would have liked something shinier for sure.
Well, I don't think in my understanding of who she is that shiny is necessarily her favorite thing.
No,
Two
I don't.
more legs pop out. You now have 8 legs.
You know what? I'm gonna
At least you can't expect any more.
just sit here, wait for Stumblefoot.
He's right next to me.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna wait for him to
Okay.
do whatever he's doing.
I see.
It's been a blast talking to you. Maybe when this whole thing's over, we could talk again. But I'm gonna just get over here. Sorry.
Should I leave?
Oh, that's up to you. I should probably shut up.
I don't know. I mean, I think you very clearly turned away from me and you didn't want to talk anymore. So I could go if it would be easier, and you could.
You could? Sure. Fine.
There's no need to be passive aggressive about it.
Oh, no,
I
no,
mean,
no.
if you'd
I just-
like me to leave, I can go.
Considering the situation I'm in, I probably should not be talking to any more females of any kind. Not for...
Ever.
No. Just for the time being, until Stumblefoot does whatever he's got going on.
That seems quite limiting.
It's confusing.
It's abusive.
I can't talk to you anymore.
I see. Well, it is hard when we point out those things. But you take all the time you need. And I'm going to go check on the king.
Wonderful.
Okay.
All
Bye
right,
now.
Stumby,
Yes,
are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So you roll out this scroll and you input your own tradition into this the ceremony. And after casting this commune spell, to find out if it works, I need you to roll a D100 for me, big buddy.
I don't like that.
I'm giving you a 90% chance of I'm throwing in some Call of Cthulhu rules. You have a 90 on this.
I rolled a 78.
You pass.
Sweet.
Because this is a scroll, you actually get 5 questions instead of 3.
Ooh. Thank you.
I'm a generous DM when I want to be.
All right. So, according to the spell, these have to be yes or no questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I receive a correct answer for each question. In a case where a one-word answer could be misleading or contrary to the deity's interests, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead. So that's basically all the rules. Question number 1. Is it possible for Wilder to be free of his pact from Lolth without it killing him?
Orbog, you see, instead of a dove landing, coming down, you see almost like unseen power transferring back and forth between Stumblefoot and some unknown source as this is happening. And to answer your question, you receive strong positive feelings.
Okay.
Orbog's eyes are wide, but he's not really saying anything.
As you're watching this happen, Orbog, despite the fact that you're only watching this conversation happen, you also felt the positive vibe as well. Like you're catching the conversation as it happens.
Okay, so my second question is it necessary for Wilder to create a pact with another deity to be free?
You get a sudden feeling of ease as you feel comforted in the idea that another pact would not be necessary.
I don't know if you feel that, but I don't think another pact is necessary. Sorry, you can continue.
Is the only path for Wilder's freedom from Lolth through you?
That seems very general. I think I would have been more specific if I was you. I think you wasted one of your spells.
You receive an image in your mind as you ask this question, and you see the number 3. You envision yourself casting Remove Curse upon a withered plant, and the withered plant receives life again, but as time proceeds, it slowly starts to wither again. Then you see another ceremony being performed, which you're familiar with, but it's one that you have not achieved the rank of yet, which is Divine Intervention. But you see a faceless figure casting it on the same tree, and the tree again receives life and does not wither. And then you see another faceless being cast a spell that you're not familiar with, but you know what it is. It's a wish spell, which also brings life to the dead tree. I think we're at 3 questions.
That was 3
so far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will removing the curse from Wilder's ring allow him to take it off without killing him?
You feel coldness.
That's a hard no.
Yeah.
Last question, completely different subject. Is Gareth still alive?
He has eternal life, right?
You receive a vision of ice, and you see it sublimating into vapor.
That was vague. Okay.
Did it work?
I got some answers, if that's what you mean by did it work.
So you've solved his problem then?
I've found a solution to his problem. I don't know that I can solve it. I'm going to cast Remove Curse on Wilder.
Okay. At what level?
I'm going to try it at 3rd level. And if that doesn't work, I will amp it up to 4th level because that's as high as I can go.
Okay. You cast Remove Curse, and the mouth mandibles and the extra eyes disappear.
Okay, I'm going to cast it at 4th level then.
The rest of it slowly begins to suck back into his body.
Okay.
Wilder, you hear in your head, well, that was fun. Take that as your warning not to mess around with my good work, or punishment shall be due, and appeasement will need to be made.
Absolutely. Stumblefoot,
Aye.
thank you.
Aye.
Wilder gives him a hug.
I'll hug him. Wilder, you can be free of Lolth.
Okay.
maybe not today, but you can be free of Loth. I don't have the power within me yet to enact that kind of miracle. But someday in the future, I might be able to do it.
Okay.
I would suggest in the meantime, make a nice with her.
Yeah, that's easier said than done.
What I did here today is temporary. It's not a pure permanent cure for your problems. She can start the process all over again whenever she feels like.
Could I ask your advice on something that, I mean, being more of a moral person than I am, I think I told you earlier, she wants to be fed pure souls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite know how to go about that in a good way.
I would say that there is not a good way to do that, and that we don't ever engage in feeding souls to evil demon goddesses. That's always a bad plan.
Okay.
So he should just die.
So, Orbog, are you saying that you would be okay if, the next time that Loth decides she's hungry, that Wilder, finds an innocent soul of one of your subjects and sacrifices that person to Loth? Are you okay with that?
No, I said I thought we should kill Wilder before, but nobody.
Well, I don't think that killing Wilder is a very good solution, and then Wilder's dead.
Right. I don't like the whole being dead thing. Also, I came here to help you. All right? And I'm
You tried to leave.
kind of unable to do that at this point.
Right. So let's find you a pure soul.
Let's not do that. No, that's always a bad plan.
I am...
What part of don't
kill
sacrifice souls?
Doesn't she still want one?
There's other solutions. No, there's...
Are there...
She doesn't need one right now. But,
I think what we should do is continue to work towards the path of... I did receive confirmation that your pact with Loth can be broken, which is not news that she's going to willingly share with you.
Of course.
So I think we should continue to work towards that goal.
It can't, my love.
Pooh,
Oh, yes.
maybe you should hide that stone really well.
Oh, it's very well hidden.
Okay,
You'll never know where it is. It's right here in my bag.
okay, maybe better.
Right here.
Maybe better than that. That seems good.
Right. Well,
Better than...
Orbog,
most...
Yes.
Emrin, what is the appropriate way for us to address His Majesty while we're here? This is odd for us because up until today we've been peers, so...
King Towerfall, Your Majesty, my liege, His Royal Highness. I could continue if you need
Please
more.
do.
Right.
Nope.
If it would
Your
please
Orbog
His
is-
Majesty, do you think we could be staying here?
Absolutely.
Could we impose upon your hospitality, my lord?
You may impose.
What he means to say is it would be no imposition. No offense.
Yes. That's what I meant.
I'm still trying to understand why Obog's in charge and not him here.
Did you see what happened to the
Because I'm
last
not
town
royal.
he was in charge of?
No, he said
Oh,
M,
yeah, right,
not
right.
him.
Oh, sorry.
M.
The accent, it's hard to understand. But anyway. So, Obog, I just want to make it clear. I cannot be involved in any of the goings-on now. I have to keep myself separate.
I know.
I don't believe we were offering to let you be involved.
No, I'm just making it clear. Don't ask me anything. I kind of need to stay here and just chill out.
Do you want us to lock you up or something?
Actually, what we need to do, go and, ixnay the, how's that work again, Stumblefoot?
Don't worry about it.
Get rid of the bad guys.
Oh, yes, you did all want to go to hell, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Well,
that's...
If I had that right.
Want to, but
It is on the agenda.
I think it should be a top priority, seeing that a whole town disappeared.
Well, I feel like hell might be coming here.
We're trying to stop that.
Say it kind of is, but
The only way that we are knowing how to get there is those doors that we found, in that cave.
Right.
Up in the mountains.
Yes, well, that's a little ways away, though.
Right, that's a several months sail away now.
Would the
Boat campaign.
would the circle that was in the mountains when the big white thing, big yetis, whatever they were, attacked us and Rahu saved us, would that still be open?
Do you know those sigils? I'm not for knowing them.
You lived there for a while.
Kitchen pass. She's talking.
That's right. Kitchen
At
pass.
this point, Yambagor steps in and says, we have successfully destroyed the teleportation circle, my liege.
Thank
Well,
you.
there goes that idea.
Good work.
Well, we can always ask a wizard, if there is one on the island here, to create a temporary circle of teleportation. And if they're knowing the runes to where we want to go, then, we can take that route.
Yamaborg? I don't think he knows, though.
He just shakes his head and gets a little bit shifty-eyed.
Ooh.
Well, why are your eyes doing that? Do they normally do that?
I have no idea. You're talking to Yamaborg, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, I have no idea of any of one that would know any of that.
But your eyes, how do you get them to do that? I've never.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Would Yambagorn know?
What? You don't know?
Well, he's just very good with swords. He's not so much the teleportation type. Just the protecting the circle type, The sword one or the one that's not a sword one?
Red Robin.
Yambagor.
I think maybe this is a something that we'll need to solve in the morning. I do have a couple more questions. Question number one, when is King Orbog's coronation? My next question was, who is raiding you? What's up with these raids you've been talking about?
It's his girlfriend.
Wilder just kind of points to himself.
I picked up on that much, but who is the group of people that is raiding?
The drow.
Baby spiders,
No.
of course.
Like these guys right here?
No, not these two. They're quite fine. They're well vetted.
What about Shifty over here, though?
Yeah, he had shifty. His eyes
So-
were shifting.
His eyes do that.
So there's other drow that are attacking.
There are
Towerfall.
quite a few other drow, I would think. Perhaps thousands.
how
Hundreds
big
of
was-
thousands.
That's terrifying. How big was this raid?
How many humans do you think there are?
A lot.
She's just referring to drow
Yes.
in general. The whole-
Indeed.
the population.
Yes. I didn't mean that there were that many
They're not all
on
outside.
the raid. Who understood? It's fine.
I-
On the
well,
raid.
I
I'm tracking with you.
specifically asked how many were on the raid, and then you were like hundreds of thousands, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's a lot. How is this place still standing? Orbog, you've
know.
got quite an army here.
Yeah,
I apologize for the misunderstanding. I didn't mean that in any way. No, there were only about 10 to 15 in each raid.
How many raids?
They've been happening for some time.
15.
How long is some time? Like a week, a month, a year?
About 100 years ago, the raids used to be fairly frequent until the land united against the raids and drove the drow back into the...
Yes, but I mean like these raids.
The current raids have only been going on for about a week.
A week.
And these raids, are they only happening here in Southern Towerfall, or are they occurring in the
I
Northern
wouldn't know, as I'm not protecting the Northern Kingdom.
Have you sent any messages to the Northern Kingdom?
There have been some, mostly to let them know of Queen Callista's assassination.
Okay. And then as to my first question, how long until King Orbog is officially the king? As I understand, he's not been coronated yet.
Yes, officially, it will be tomorrow.
Okay.
Though he is still, in all ways, except for, through coronation, still the reigning king.
Understood. I was not
Yes.
meaning to demean his station at all.
Just making sure.
Gotta keep these things straight, you know.
Indeed.
Right. Well, I could eat.
Yeah. You want something to drink? I've got some,
Have you all been shown the whatever it's called, the feasting halls?
I haven't. And
what now?
I'm in need
That
of
sounds
a strong drink.
Oh, what?
I hand Stumblefoot a strong
Your
drink.
Majesty, this is Yambel Borg.
Yes, Borg.
Yama Borg.
Yamaborg.
Shifty.
Thank you.
He looks at you, he goes, my lord, if I may be excused as my services are no longer required for the circle to tend to other things.
What other things, Mr. Shifty Eyes?
Again with the eyes. Just personal matters.
If you need a restroom, it's right over there.
Family matters.
Fine, you may go, but I'm keeping my eyes on you.
Right. And he looks around at the rest of you and bows as he exits the room.
Stumblefoot is going to mouth "I'm sorry" to him.
I bow back. It's a very nice bow.
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Did you say something about food, Em?
Yes, I can take you to the halls if you'd like.
How are your bakeries here?
I'm sure based on what I've heard of you, they're nothing in comparison, but we can offer something it's accommodating.
Okay. I would love to find out what the bakers of Towerfall make. Just a local cuisine.
Well, we do have one that is quite gregarious. So as long as you tell him that it's good,
What's a
I'm sure he'll be
gregarious?
happy.
I've never had a gregarious.
No,
It's like
he's
a cake.
gregarious.
He's a cake?
No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
Do you call him Greg for short?
No, I don't.
And they're
Is
going to
he
keep me
short?
here all day.
He's a short cake?
No, he's not. He's neither short.
We're walking
nor
and
named
talking,
Greg.
Spider Boy. Come on.
His name's Banner. I'm very confused.
Oh no.
Isn't it?
We won't like him when he's angry, will we?
Well, probably not. So you should tell him his baked goods are quite good, and he'll remain happy.
I thought you said his name was Gregarious.
No, I said he is
And
gregarious.
you should probably move
Yes,
before
that's right,
we're
he's
stuck in this room
gregarious.
for an entire campaign.
And he's also a cake, a short cake.
We are walking and talking.
Can anyone tell me
We've
who's
already
on first?
determined this.
Wait,
What's on second?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
He's on third.
Who's on
Oh,
third?
he's on first.
No, he's on first.
What?
He's on second.
What's on second?
Anyway, here's the hall. If you'd like to take a seat, I will go see what Banner is doing, and perhaps he can bring out some cakes that are not named gregarious.
But I would like a gregarious cake.
We will be happy with anything that Greg Banner.
No, his
brings out.
name's not. Okay. Well,
Eileen, do you have the recipe for a gregarious cake? We could show them a thing or two.
We're going to find it later.
Alrighty.
Your Majesty, have you been with them long?
Unfortunately, yes.
I see. Conversations
Also,
do
I
take
would-
quite a while.
Em,
Yes.
I would keep him away from the cupcakes.
Oh, whatever.
Banner? But he makes them.
His
Oh,
daughtership.
King.
Yes. Orbog.
I would ask that you please not refer
I
to
would
His
ask that
Majesty in
too.
such a way.
You haven't known him long enough.
I'm still thinking the jail would be pretty good.
He's had trouble with bakeries in the past.
Yes. To both of those statements, yes. I will go check on Banner and return.
So cakes are delivered out to the tables. You eat. They're wonderful. Hooray.
Woo!
I'm assuming you guys are going to lay down for the evening, correct?
Stumblefoot
All right,
specifically requested something to drink.
I already gave you some.
Oh, I will bring our finest as and booze, wonderful. I mean his ale, his mead, the honey.
Oh, you're too much, Em.
I so support this. Anyway,
Support what?
He needs to
So you
engage
guys-
in some dwarven mourning.
you guys return to your quarters for the evening in your very large fluffy bed. Like I said, you could starfish on them and still not touch the edges.
We're all in one large fluffy bed.
No.
One big bed.
Sorry.
Pillow fight.
So, as everybody drifts off to sleep, Stumblefoot, I would like you to make a Constitution roll
A constitution check or a save?
check.
Greg put something in the cakes.
Ooh, that's a 6.
Mm.
Is this poison?
No,
Okay.
this is if you were going to wake up for something.
The gregarious cakes made you sick, and now Emma
It's
Well-
those Sage's portal dice. They'll do it to you every time.
No more cakes from Greg Arius.
You wake up, Stumblefoot, to excruciating pain.
Okay.
And you take 8 points of slashing damage.
Ouch.
And as you open your eyes, you find a large glaive that has been jammed into your side.
Okay.
But by the time you look to find it, there is nobody there.
Ouch.
Did I do that?
And do you have your Roll20 open right now?
I do.
All right. And written on the floor in an unknown substance, you see this symbol.
Okay. Do I recognize that symbol?
Make a religion check at disadvantage.
Oh, because I'm so good at those anyway. Well, at disadvantage, I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you don't recognize it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll remove the glaive from my side and cast Cure Wounds on
Okay.
myself.
Good choice.
And I get all my hit points back because Life Domain Priest.
Good job.
I will get up and check on everyone else. Whose room is closest?
We'll say yours is actually next to the king's quarters.
Okay. I will check on Orbog.
Snorbog?
Is anybody guarding me while I sleep or anything?
Well, yeah, they're at the door is M because, bodyguard.
Did you see anyone go into my room? Because I just woke up with a glaive sticking out of my side.
Did I?
You did not.
I will run in and check on the king.
The king is snoring peacefully.
Snorbog.
Check the room carefully to make sure no one's in it.
Make an investigation check.
I'm very good at that. Buy dice from Sage's portal, and you too can roll. Natural ones.
You feel very confident that there's nobody in the room.
Right, seems good. I will very quietly back out, so as not to wake His Royal Highness. Have you perhaps upset someone since being here?
Not that I'm known of. There is a strange symbol scrawled on the floor of my room.
Oh, perhaps I should come look at it. And also perhaps it's the one whose transformation you stopped.
I'm sure I upset her quite a bit. I
would think. I will come look at this symbol.
Yeah, you definitely recognize the symbol because it's an illegal symbol.
That's a crime.
No, it's the symbol for the cult of Loki Tom Hiddleston.
Well, that's not comforting.
I would like to investigate my room for secret doors or something like that.
Roll an investigation check.
I will help.
With advantage.
Sweet.
It's good because I'm not good at that. But I can help you.
I rolled well. It's my investigation. It is... I rolled a 22.
Okay. You find 2 secret passages and an entrance to the outside.
A lot in one room.
Okay. I'm going to look at M and say, Concierge, I would like to request a different room, as this one does not appear to be secure.
I'm not a concierge, but I will.
Pardon my sarcasm.
Apparently, as we have no other
Pardon
workers
my sarcasm.
in this castle.
I get grumpy when I get stabbed in my
Find
sleep.
you another room. I get grumpy when I get underestimated for what I am.
Oh, snap.
This way. I'll lead Stumblefoot to a new room. Then I will go investigate this cult.
As you are walking down the hallway to a new room, you hear a noise that come from Wilder's room. Like a thump.
I'm concerned for my friend.
As you go into the... How stealthily are you going into the room?
I hadn't really thought about it.
All right, you just go into the room.
I will follow.
As you go into the room, you see perched over the bed Yamba Borg with a large glaive ready to bring it down into Wilder.
I will attack!
I will
We'll
also.
call this a surprise round.
Gonna attack my friend.
I'm assuming that I didn't grab the Lord's hammer, so I'm just gonna punch him.
Just
Punch
punch
him
him in
with
the-
my
You are
monk-
moving to a new room.
my monk.
You are moving to a
hands.
new room.
Oh, that is true. I am moving to a new room. I'm gonna Lord's hammer this dude.
I rolled 25 to
Yeah, I
hit him.
rolled an 18.
I'm going to use the not sharp side of my glaive, though. Smack it.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
I rolled an 18.
Well, I'm
18 will also hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for that.
That'll be 14 bludgeoning to knock him off
Okay.
of Wilder.
He is knocked off of Wilder.
I do 5 points of bludgeoning damage and 12 points of radiant damage. That would be 17, and I am not aiming to kill. I am just aiming to hurt.
Okay, he looks fairly beat up as he starts to reach out and make a gesture at you.
Stumblefoot's using a meteor hammer, which is a large ball on a chain or a rope with another counterweight to it.
Yes, that looks quite
so
nice.
you see him swing this thing around and fling it out and smack Yama dude in the...
Yamaborg.
This one's
This one's
Yamaborg?
Yamaborg.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he reaches out and he points at you, and Yamaborg says to you, he goes, in your final breaths, know that it was I who killed Callista. And you get hit with this spell, and you take 8 points of lightning damage.
Oh, ouch. Ooh, oh no.
Both of us or just her?
Just her. It was Witch Bolt.
Witch Bolt? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear.
Otherwise known as D&D Taser.
Can I kill him?
I mean, it's your turn.
I'd like to. I'm going to use the not bludgeoning side of my glaive this time, if I could.
I mean, your call. Far be it from me to...
Well, that's I rolled a 17
Yeah,
plus
that hits.
9.
Just a 26?
13 slashing. And if he's still alive, I'll hit him again.
He has 1 hit point left.
Finish you.
Well, that's a natural 20.
How do you want to do this? You don't even need to roll.
I would like to take my glaive, and as he's probably still speaking the words of "in your dying breath," I'll be like, "In yours," and then I'll just shove the glaive into his face.
Okay. Yeah. So you as he's
and then I'll roll over him a little bit with the wheelchair. Yeah.
So as he's talking, you stick your glaive through his mouth, and you semi decapitate him. Like you've seen the TV show South Park, right?
No, because I'm a good Christian girl.
Okay, now we're gonna tell the truth. You've seen it, right?
No.
Oh, for real? Okay.
For real,
Okay.
for real. Maybe the second part of that was a little less truthful, but the first part was accurate.
So for those of you who have, it's like watching the Canadian characters talk. The head just kind of rocks back. And the top of his head is just hanging on by just a little strap of skin on the back of the head as he falls backwards.
I think there will be a little therapeutic extra stabbing.
Oh, yeah.
After that, just-
Stumblefoot, you watch as she just starts emotionally hacking away at this corpse. And Wilder, you wake up as this is happening. So you basically wake up to see Erm and Stumblefoot standing over a dead
It's
body
M.
as Erm is just turning him into pulp.
It's M.
Whatever. It's your mom that's throwing me off right now. So
Your mom's throwing me off too, but I didn't say anything about it.
I would hope Wilder would wake up at some point. I didn't want to interrupt.
Stumblefoot is going to gently put a hand on Emrin's shoulder and say, Emrin, he's dead. He's quite dead.
If you're both all right, I'm going to go see to the king, and I will turn around and leave. And I'll get someone to come take care of that.
Right.
I'm very sorry that I did this in your room. Good morning, Wilder. I hope you can sleep well.
Oh, I never sleep well.
I'm very sorry. Okay.
Wilder, get your things and come with me, lad.
Okay. Explain this to me along the way.
And on that note, this is where we're going to cut off for the evening before Jeff turns into a pumpkin. Hope you guys enjoyed the session. If you did like this episode, please like, rate, subscribe on whatever platform that you have found us on. That helps put us in front of other like-minded individuals. Thanks so much, everybody, for listening. We genuinely love and appreciate all of you. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be able to go on these weird adventures together. So with that said, good night, everybody.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Haryu, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A special thanks to our Blade Level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Amanda Clements, The Cellcast, and Branson Boykin. Learn more and become a patron over at patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.